Sitting here today with Brett Cloutier. Hi, I'm Mike Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about our weekly previews of Augsburg sports and updates as the season rolls on. And we're talking men's hockey today. Brett, how are you today?
Good, how are you, Mike?
I'm doing all right. We're gonna first talk about this weekend, Augsburg hockey. It was a rather tough loss on Friday, but there were upsides. They may have lost 3-0, but Pellegrino looked pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, Pellegrino looked really good. He had his 25 saves Friday night against St. Thomas in a 3-0 defeat. But he let up 2 goals. They scored an empty netter at the end. He looked very good. His carousel of goaltenders, which we'll see by Lockman playing well again on Saturday night as well, which we'll touch on later. It just keeps, they're pushing each other. They keep pushing each other, and one of these guys eventually is just going to rise to the occasion. But as of right now, they're all playing good. None of them have been playing exceptional, but they all are deserving a chance to continue to play.
Zitter was the one left out this weekend. He'll obviously get a start the next weekend. He's got a .958 save percentage, so things are obviously looking up there. And with Locker, as you were talking about, he played fantastic the first 2 periods. Didn't let up a goal against the St. Thomas offense. They can be very explosive.
Yeah.
Comes out the third period, three goals that tied the game and eventually ended us in getting a tie. And so, as far as those goals, you were there. What did you think about those goals? Were they kind of soft goals, or were they just really well played out?
Anytime you play a team who's as talented as St. Thomas, you got to expect they're going to score a couple goals. Obviously, in a perfect world, they'd love to have seen that shutout continue. Obviously St. Thomas didn't score for the first 2 periods. But, they eventually, their offense got started. They got their 1 goal early in the third, which kind of lit the crowd, kind of got the team going. And they scored the 3rd goal late with a minute left, coming off a timeout, which is just a beautifully designed play by the coach. Hats off when the play works as well as it's drawn up. Lockhart just 30 saves. Continue to have that save percentage right around 90, which is excellent. He played very well as well.
Absolutely. And, you look on the other side of the puck, go offensively, as far as, Chris Johnson wasn't getting too involved as far as, with earlier in the season. He had 5 shots heading into Saturday. That Friday performance was a little lacking on the offensive side, but what changed from Friday to Saturday? Because they came out, 3 great goals, and they got up early.
Yeah, Coach Chris Brown had him out skating a little bit, 8:30. Kind of took him through a light practice, 8:30 Saturday morning. And then he shuffled the lines up. You kind of spread out the top 2 lines out a little bit, and then he changed the power play a little bit. But I think just kind of changed everything up, giving it a different look, kind of helped everyone. The power play got going there, 3 or 4 Saturday night against St. Thomas. Obviously, it's good for Chris Johnson to get a goal early in the game, kind of get himself going. And then I think what was really key in the power play was that the slot men were getting much more involved. Which was seen by David Hines' goal, his second of the year, which was a nice goal from the point of the power play. And I just think the forwards were much more active. Passes were on the tape more than they were Friday night, and I think overall it was just a much better offensive showing by Augsburg.
Talking about that power play, they're now up to 6 for 30 on the year, 20%. So as far as looking ahead to next week versus Concordia-Wisconsin, a team that's only been in existence 2.5 years at this level, and they've only got 6 wins in that time. They've been outscored 49-11 this year. A team that shouldn't pose much of a threat to the Augies, and you wouldn't really think it would. So is a win enough in this situation, or do you really just want to go out and dominate and really get on track as far as offensively goes?
Augsburg's winless in the first 4 games this year, or the last 4 games this year, excuse me. So I think they got to get a win Friday. You never want to overlook a team, but you also can't expect that they're going to be a St. Thomas type team. You know what you're dealing with in Concordia-Wisconsin. They're not a great college hockey team, but you never know. At any given game, they can come and score a couple goals. I think what's key for Augsburg this weekend is don't take stupid penalties. They've been killing penalties. Led by Jim Jensen, Joel Sauer on their PK. They've been killing penalties at above 90% clip. But I think if you take some dumb penalties, Concordia might get an early power play goal, but that can get their momentum going. I think what's key for Augsburg is get a goal early in the first game Friday. Get up 2-0 and bury him when you got the chance. Friday's game may be close. Get that win on Friday. Kind of build for Saturday, and then you can maybe your dominating, morale boosting win Saturday leads you into conference play the following weekend.
Sounds perfect. Hopefully we'll see you all Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. They're looking to fill the rink with pink for the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Yes.
So wear the pink you got, and come out and support your Augies, and we'll be back next week to tell you all about it.